Du Yangsheng's eyes blazed with fury, itching for a confrontation, yet he knew he couldn't take me on. Su Yulan wanted to diffuse the tension in the air. Maybe they're just out on business. They'll be back soon. Let's be patient. I believe you. Yulan, if they're not back by night, I'll demand an explanation from you. With those stern parting words, Du Yangsheng left with a cold, steely expression. As she passes through the warehouse, the bespectacled man in charge informs Du Xiao that the medicine stock has reached its peak, then sends someone to find it, acknowledged, arranging it immediately. The man with glasses was about to leave when Cult Master Du Yangsheng stopped him. Wait, I'll give you a new list, Du said. Arrange everything according to it. The list contained names of those not entirely convinced by Du's leadership. Such a person is a thorn in the student camp. It would be better to assign them to go out and find supplies. If they perish outside, it reduces the need for food, killing two birds with one stone. Imagine this. Du Yangsheng's face slowly breaks into a satisfied smile. Soon, within a few days, there will be only one student left in the camp who listens to him. Then, he'll have his chance to teach a lesson to the person who embarrassed him. Suddenly, a gentle voice was heard nearby. Du Xiao, so here you are. Let everyone have a good look. Du Yangsheng looked up and saw Zhang Miao approaching in stunning attire. Why are you here? He asked. Where's Yulan? A classmate has a fever, and Cynthia is there to take care of it. Du Yangsheng's lecherous expression deepened as he considered the situation. With Su Yulan unable to escape for the time being, wasn't this the perfect chance to satisfy his desires? With a curious yet worried look, Du Yangsheng fixed his eyes on Zhang Miao. What do you need from me? Zhang Miao bit her lip. Can't I just look for you whenever I want? Absolutely, I can. I just miss you too. A hint of shyness flickered in Zhang Miao's eyes. Oh, how I detest this feeling. I'm blushing, witnessing this. Du Yangsheng felt a surge of heat in his lower abdomen. An unexplained fire ignited fiercely within him. He grew impatient, eager to embrace Zhang Miao by the waist and limbs. But the other person concealed it. Aren't you afraid of being seen by others? Being shy is natural. Du Yangsheng chuckled upon hearing that. I was just on my way to the warehouse to inventory the supplies. Why don't you join me? Zhang Miao nodded repeatedly as they both stepped into the warehouse, one following the other. Du Yangsheng, left alone, locked the door eagerly. He couldn't wait to kiss Zhang Miao, but Zhang Miao managed to evade her. Why is Du Yangsheng scratching his head in such a hurry? Zhang Miao first glanced at the supplies in the warehouse, then casually said to Mr. Du, there doesn't seem to be much food left. Du Yangsheng responded indifferently, just enough people until my dad arrives. As he spoke, he started undressing. No more nonsense. Let's get on with it. Wouldn't want to be caught later. Zhang Miao smiled at Du Xiao. Can your dad really find the time to rescue you? Du Yang trembled intensely. What did you mean by that? Zhang Miao revamped her style and with a soft chuckle sighed, I just happened to step on it casually. No need to be too nervous. Yes, I suddenly remembered. Yulan called me for help. Bye-bye, do so. With that, Zhang Miao walked out. Only Du Yangsheng remained standing there awkwardly, like a performer without an audience. Meanwhile, I was busy dispatching the zombies when a distant cry for help caught my attention. Gripping my baseball bat, I turned to look in that direction. I glanced at the window of a building and saw a woman shouting at me. I can't help but say this woman is tempting fate. Yelling loudly in the bedroom is such a foolish move. I recognize his desperate attempt to capture attention, yet I refuse to intervene. However, something is off about the woman's cries assist me. The zombies in the clearing perked up at the noise and began to shuffle slowly toward the source of the sound. I said to Cynthia, let's go, I can leave work early today. But this made the woman in the building anxious. Where are they going? Didn't they hear my call for help? As more and more zombies surrounded him, he stayed silent, squatting down to cry. Back in the classroom, I asked Chelle, did you hear a woman yelling just now? Chelle nodded and listened. It seemed to be Mr. Ning. Do you know Tiak, her Ning? He's the school doctor at our school. And Elle thought, yeah, want me to save him. My question made Chela's hand pause for a moment. I just thought he might be useful to you. And here we have the administration building. Oh, I see. After saying that, he took Cynthia for a shower. 2 more days slipped by. The count of student survivors dwindled yet again. At the outset, over 50 students had made it through. Now only about 30 remain as their numbers shrink. A palpable panic sets in. Today, I pointed to Cynthia and asked Kyle to help me keep an eye on her. I was heading to the administration building. It was inconvenient to bring her along. The reason it took 2 days to rescue was to ensure Ningyao reached complete despair. By then, if I step in to save them, he will truly be grateful to me. Half an hour later, I arrived at the destination of this journey. But with over a dozen zombies roaming around, taking them all down with sneaky attacks from behind is impossible. It needs to be done swiftly. I take a breath, then rush toward the miniature fire station. The zombies spotted me instantly, roaring as they closed in on my trail, and I ran. Before the zombies could surround me, I dashed to the miniature fire station. To walkie-talkies and a fire axe. An escape rope grabbed them all and go. I kept my eyes peeled for more supplies. I never imagined it would come to this, a zombie lurking just 3 meters away from me. Swiftly, I reacted. I hurried into the administrative building, heading straight for the restroom on the 3rd floor of the secondary school. Ningyao is already feeling disoriented, lost in a haze. He faintly hears the loud crash of the door being flung open, followed by a man's voice saying, "Is he dead? What a pity he's too late." Ningyao suddenly opened her eyes and shouted with all her strength, "I'm still alive. Please help me." I tossed him a baseball bat. "Can you still move? Grab your weapons if you want to survive." Ningyao gritted her teeth, grabbed Kong, and stood up. I managed to get Ningyao out of the room. Just as I spotted a zombie approaching, I took those first tentative steps. The axe perched steadily on the zombie's head, yet the creature remained unmoving. I can't help but wonder when I see this, is this axe still effective? Ningyao was startled. This person seemed far too at ease dispatching zombies. As Ning reached the top of the stairs, he snapped back to reality and quickly followed. Zombies swarmed the stairs, trailing behind me into the administration building. Moments ago, the open terrain outside was vast and perilous. Once encircled, I'd face assaults from every angle simultaneously. But now, with only one staircase, only one zombie can attack at a time. Naturally, I'm confident. With a touch of arrogance, I can effortlessly slice through a zombie's head and neck. In mere moments, the zombie's body was sprawled across the stairs. Ningyao found herself lost in thought once more. In his heart, my image has become ever more revered. But then, without warning, a hand clamped around his ankle. I looked down at my feet. There stands a female zombie, her face half devoured. Suddenly, Ningyao was too startled to move, shaking like a machine gun, with her small eyes brimming with tears. However, I remained indifferent. "You're not planning to hit him with a baseball bat. Are you staying out late? Is it any use?" My words made Ningyao blush. He raised the baseball bat high above his head, closed his eyes, and brought it crashing down with force. I've been observing everything with a cold detachment. It was intentional. I aimed to employ the harshest and most direct method to ensure Ningyao's swift maturation. I nod, "Good job." Upon receiving my approval, Ningyao was overwhelmed with unprecedented joy. Soon after, Chela stood by the window, exclaiming with excitement, "You're back." Cynthia stands beside him, her face a mask of neutrality, yet her eyes remain fixed on the distant figure. Many students were still captivated, including Zhang Miao Miao, who gazed out with shining eyes. Wait, as I reached the window with Ningyao, Chela was just about to step forward and open it. Zhang Miao Miao stepped forward, opened the window, and reached out to me, but I paid him no mind, and he leapt through the window instead. Ningyao grasped Zhang Miao Miao's hand and climbed in with effort. Once Ningyao steadied herself, she expressed her gratitude. Zhang Miao Miao's smile was a touch strained. "No need to thank Mr. Ning. We welcome you to join us." Other students gathered around Ningyao, shouting. It's clear Ningyao is quite popular among the student body, and I ignored the clamor, leading Cynthia upstairs. Wait for me, Ning Yao sees me leave? Leaving the students behind, she trots up. The students glanced at each other in confusion, unsure of why Teacher by Ning had suddenly left them and fled. At this moment, 4 women simultaneously appeared at the doorway of my classroom on the 2nd floor. Adjusting his glasses, he scanned the 3 others. Among the 4 of them, only his presence seemed justified. He wondered what purpose the others served. I looked at the 4 women standing at the door and was momentarily stunned. But soon, I regained my composure, lifting the lid. A rich aroma filled the entire classroom. 4 women caught a whiff, their mouths watering uncontrollably. I first sampled a bowl for myself and Cynthia. He filled another bowl and passed it to Chella. Chels ate, glancing at the others with smug little eyes. Folk songs have endured hunger for so many days. It's all about willpower. So when he finally caught a whiff of the aroma, his resolve crumbled, and his mouth nearly watered into a river. Yet you still hold on to gratitude, thanking me for saving you. The system panel suddenly flashed before my eyes, displaying target name, allegiance, folk identity, school doctor, favorability 50, hand-in-hand reward, medical kit, medical secrets first kiss reward zombie virus vaccine, complete reassured medical room, and supporting medical apparatus. Seeing this, a satisfied smile crept across my lips. It seems he was right all along. It's not good. It skyrocketed to 50. I asked the folk, "Are you hungry?" Ballad nodded honestly, eager to work for me. "I can offer you the same deal as him, a bowl of meat and a bowl of vegetables every day." As Kyle, who was savoring the meal elegantly, heard this, he suddenly found the meat in his bowl lost its flavor. Lin Yao didn't hesitate for a moment before agreeing. Certainly, I went ahead and served him a bowl as well. He devoured it instantly, clearly famished. I gazed once more at the last 2. Target name, Su Yulan, identity, art student. The pianist does not approve. Hold hands, earn a kiss, and unlock the secrets of piano mastery with reward piano skills. First kiss. Piano score collection, complete reassured piano artistic talent. Target name, Zhang Miao Miao, identity, gold digger, student favorability SH. Aikion Shu, reward Cynthia, a first kiss. A reward of 100 square meters. A house, the complete strategy rewards a 1,0 square meter house. I asked the system in my head and learned. The rewarded Cynthia can be crafted in any style, as small as an Emgren Ferrari. Large to off-road and heavy trucks and even tanks are also available. The additional 100 square meters are quite promising. They could double the size of my safe house. It appears that this Zhang Miao Miao might still prove useful. For Su Yulin's reward, a few enticing incentives await. Zhang Miao Miao instantly noticed the change in my gaze. With a casual flip of his hair, he asked, "Can I work for you too?" Chelle stood to the side, instantly getting goosebumps. He found it disgusting. However, he doubted if Zhang Miao Miao's attempt at seduction would succeed. In his impression, I would only keep those who are of use to me. Unexpectedly, I found myself nodding in agreement, saying, "All right, the compensation will match theirs." Chella's eyes widened instantly at those words. What is it that Zhang Miao Miao can do? Why does she get the same treatment as me at this moment? Zhang Miao Miao took the bowl I handed over. His fingers seemed to casually brush against mine as he winked at me. "Thank you, boss." A pot of meat compels 3 beautiful women to strive for their independence. Who could have envisioned such a twist before? Before I could speak, Su Yulin looked at me and said, "I'm not looking for a job. I have a question. Is there any extra food available to share with the other students?" I smiled mischievously. In today's world, who would ever think they have too much food? Su Yulan hesitated. He knew he was asking too much, but the students' food supplies were running dangerously low. Seeing me take such a big risk to save the folk song, he naively thought I was a good person. "Okay, if it's okay, you can leave now." Upon hearing my words, Su Yulan had no reason to linger. With his head bowed, he walked out of the classroom, watching his solitary figure retreat into the distance. Zhang Miao Miao, his closest confidant, murmured softly to herself, He remains so naive. After dinner, I asked Chella about the safe house. How are the design plans coming along? It's nearly finished. Just the final proofreading and revisions are left. Would you like to take a look? Chella said, bring your notebook to me. Here's a floor plan, the rest area, warehouse, and other rooms are clearly labeled. Even the exhaust and amphibious circuits are detailed. Dimensions and specifications are also marked. I am satisfied with this. No need to modify it. Finish by tomorrow. I know that even though I've acknowledged the work, Chelm isn't pleased. In fact, there's an underlying sense of disappointment. Starting tomorrow, I need you to enhance what you have. With the same 100 square meters, you must incorporate plantation areas, livestock zones, and prisons. Time is of the essence. Complete it within half a month. Cheluan suddenly lifted his head. All along, he had feared that once the blueprint was complete, it would lose its value and he would be ruthlessly cast aside. This fear made him hesitant to continue the work. But my words have clearly put him at ease for now. I won't be cast aside after those words. I turned to Zhang Miao Miao. Come with me. I want to explain your role. Zhang Miao Miao's heart suddenly skipped a beat, but she maintained a pleasant smile. Boss, you just got back. Would you like to rest for a while? Chella was already annoyed with Zhang Miao Miao. He's eager to take on more work. Yet Zhang Miao Miao keeps avoiding the boss. When she doesn't handle her tasks, others have to step in, leaving it all for me. Zhang Miao Miao nodded eagerly at the suggestion. Yes, boss. Let him come. I'm getting ready. I shake my head. No. Only you can do this job. Zhang Miao Miao realized there was no escape this time. Resigned, she had no choice but to follow. At that moment, Ningyao asked me anxiously, what should I do? There will be plenty of time for fun later. For now, help me keep an eye on Cynthia. Make sure she doesn't follow after the two of them left. Kyle looked at Ningyao, feeling down. Teacher Ning, what job did you mention that only Zhang Miao Miao can do? I don't measure up to him. I've never even been in love and can't make sense of my conversations with Zhang Miao Miao at all. However, Ningyao found it awkward to elaborate further. Instead, she offered Chelb an embarrassed smile, saying everyone has their own strengths. Perhaps Zhang Miao Miao has her own unique advantages. Upon hearing this, Chella sighed, offering no further questions. Yet, Ningyao couldn't help but wonder, why choose Zhang Miao Miao over me? When it comes to appearance, surely I have the upper hand. Could it be that he thinks I'm too old? I come to my senses? Ningyao has just discovered that Cynthia is missing, sending a wave of anxiety through him. Where could Cynthia be? Kyle, did you see where Cynthia went? This is the first assignment I ever gave her. She doesn't want to mess it up. Ningyao has just arrived, and while Cynthia is unfamiliar to him, Kira knows her all too well. Cynthia is a follower. Yet Kira chooses not to reveal this truth to Ningyao, responding instead with indifference. He's probably just stepped out to the restroom. Don't worry, he'll be back shortly, in the second floor restroom. I'm witnessing Zhang Miao Miao's remarkable advantages firsthand. He, like a skilled detective, studies my strengths. Just as I am about to complete the handover, the bathroom door burst open with a tremendous force. I'm so smart. Shake out the confidentiality clause. Zhang Miao Miao, who didn't sign a non-disclosure agreement, made me cough in surprise. Look at Cynthia coming in. My heart was racing and I was drenched in sweat. Why are you here? Cynthia glared at Zhang Miao Miao. Her eyes, for the first time, flared with anger as she noticed him wiping the corners of his mouth. As he opened his mouth to speak, all I could think was, I want his food too. I was absolutely stunned. You can speak now. But at this moment, Cynthia seemed possessed by the spirit of Einstein. Her mind worked astonishingly well, keeping us on track. Something inside her hinted, as if whispering, I'm secretly giving Zhang Miao Miao delicious treats. So Cynthia stepped forward and pulled up my pants. The pants are about to rip, so I had no choice but to say to Cynthia, Okay, I'll give it to you, but next time. Cynthia paused, her eyes fixed intently on me. For the record, I promise next time, for sure, Zhang Miao Miao took advantage while Cynthia and I were distracted, sneaking up to the sink with her lips puckered. Luckily, Cynthia arrived just in time. Otherwise, I would have been stuck enduring her antics for a grueling 2.5 hours the following day. Chala finally finished the design drawings for the safe house. I've gathered everyone to tidy up. We're ready to move. Where to move? Zhang Miao Miao wondered if I had lost my mind. Zombies were roaming outside. Where could I possibly go? Never question the forbiddance. Gather your things and come with me. Just listen to me, Zhang Miao Miao said, glancing at the others. She wanted them to convince her otherwise in her mind. Going out felt like an act of suicide. However, Chala refuses to engage with him. Relying on him is out of the question, and Cynthia will only follow my lead. The only hope lies in Ningyao. Yet, Ningyao stayed silent, choosing to trust me without hesitation. Zhang Miao Miao frowned, wondering if she was the only clever one around. I sensed his hesitation. You could choose to stay, I offered. After all, the first 2 rewards are secured. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if Zhang Miao Miao comes along or not. Naturally, I chose to follow you. Zhang Miao Miao is clever, but sticking around will only end poorly for him. You're better off coming with me. Our actions quickly caught the eyes of those around us, and whispers began to circulate. Where are these people headed? They murmured. Are they going somewhere? Let's go. They're an eyesore. Juyulin eavesdropped in the crowd, chatting with the students nearby. She frowned despite rejecting her yesterday. Someone was spreading rumors about her, yet she couldn't stand by as we faced peril. Cynthia emerged from the crowd, halting me in my tracks. Where are you headed? Leave this place. You don't really want us here anyway, do you? My pointed question left Su Yulin speechless. He was on the verge of saying something. A voice echoed from behind. That's right. We really don't welcome you, but the others can stay. Teacher Ning, as our school doctor, we truly need you. Do Yangsheng understands just how essential doctors are? So he devised a plan to pressure Ning Yao using the students. I was exasperated. That darn man was digging around in my thoughts. But before I could respond, Folk Songs stepped forward. There are no remedies here, he said. Staying won't help. I better leave. You're a teacher? Even if you do nothing, we all feel at ease. Yet, Du Yangsheng still wants to hold on. Yet Ning Yao didn't hesitate for a moment. Her resolve was clear. She would follow me. Seeing that Ning Yao couldn't be persuaded, Du Yangsheng decides not to rely on anyone else. In his view, only Ning Yao serves a purpose. Chala and Zhang Miao Miao are entirely burdensome. Stop the babbling and just go. Say the word and I'll be on my way. The other women followed suit, since the zombie crisis erupted. This is the first time Zhang Miao Miao has ventured out of the teaching building. She glanced around nervously, poised to flee at any moment. Fortunately, he found some solace in the fact that there were no living zombies around, only their lifeless bodies scattered everywhere. To the open space behind the school, I halted. Zhang Miao Miao noticed this and exclaimed in panic, "Why haven't we left? We should go while there are no more zombies around. Here we are. What's up? Why are you living in this wilderness? This guy's not going crazy." I realized it earlier. I shouldn't have followed. I didn't catch what Zhang Miao Miao was thinking when he stepped out. My attention is on the system now, as it extracts real estate rewards, detects whether the design drawings are built according to the drawings. It's a thought. A steel fortress materializes out of nowhere on the barren ground. Everyone was stunned. Kyle was the first to recognize it. The construction of this building was built precisely according to the drawings he had created. He gazed at me in disbelief, his eyes wide with shock. I felt the urge to say something. I cut in immediately. No need for so many questions. All you need to know is that I can keep you alive. Zhang Miao Miao has shed her negative emotions. I'm so ecstatic. I can hardly wait to give myself to this moment. I strode toward the safe house. The door was crafted from titanium alloy. Next to it is an electronic fingerprint lock. After I entered my fingerprints, I recorded another one for Cynthia. When it comes to folk music and Kyle, record them only once favorability hits 60. Meet Zhang Miao Miao, the mastermind. A bit more cheerful, but you'll need to wait until at least 8 o'clock. And Cynthia, well, her secrets are best discovered on your own. The titanium alloy door glides open, inviting the crowd inside. Due to its compact size, the safe house features just one living room, 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, and a storage area. However, the system has generously provided all the necessary furniture. It's even equipped with a diesel generator. Unfortunately, there's only a single barrel of diesel provided. Several women entered, scanning the room with curiosity. Occasionally, one would exclaim, "Oh my gosh, there's a bathtub in the bathroom and hot water." Additionally, this expansive warehouse is equipped with a refrigeration function. Wow, that's incredible. There's actually a bed in the bedroom, and even sofas in the living room. Hear them speak, and I can't help but feel overjoyed. And this is only the beginning. As long as I keep completing favorability tasks, my safe house will expand and gain more and more functions. At this point, Zhang Miao Miao suggested we assign the rooms. The boss would have a room to himself. I'd share with Chele, while Teacher Ning and Cynthia would room together. He had barely finished speaking when Chele protested. "I won't share a room with you. I want to share with Teacher Ning." Cynthia remained silent, simply tugging at my sleeve. So the boss shares a room with his sister. Teacher Chele and Ning are paired together, while I have a room all to myself. Yet Chele remains unconvinced. Why should you have a room all to yourself? You've seen the situation with the boss and his sister. You won't be with me, so I'll have to make it on my own. I have an idea. You can sleep in the living room by yourself. Chele, are you actually trying to get along with me? When you see two people about to argue, I'll intervene loudly. "Stop bickering. Just do as Zhang Miao Miao suggested. See me speak." The quarrel ceased. Chele led Ning Yao back to the room to set up. Zhang Miao Miao also closed the door. I have no idea what's happening inside. I plan to chill at the safe house, but Cynthia just grabbed me and wouldn't let me go. She pointed to the remaining room and said, "Sleep." Actually, I wanted to refuse, but Cynthia's big eyes are too persuasive. I've been on edge for so many days, it's time for a break. I lay down on the bed, Cynthia by my side, curling into my arms like a caterpillar. I couldn't help but roll over and embrace her. "I'm sorry. I can't assist with that request." As a zombie, Cynthia doesn't feel sleepy. She buries her face in my chest, listening intently to my heartbeat. Meanwhile, at the teaching building camp, a student stumbled upon a mysteriously appeared structure. It was promptly reported to Du Yangsheng. Du Yangsheng felt a bit puzzled. He had barely any recollection of the peculiar house behind the school. Yet somehow, it seemed as if it had always been there in his memory. Witnessing safe houses emerge from nothingness initially confounds me, yet influenced by the system, it suddenly feels natural for them to exist. Du Yangsheng questioned the student who came to report. "You said you saw the alien with your own eyes. Taking someone into that house?" "Yes, I saw it with my own eyes." The student didn't see how the house came to be either. He was caught by surprise after seeing me bring people in. He quickly reported it to Du Yangsheng. "Du Xiao's house seems vulnerable. Why not seize the opportunity? Are you out of your mind? Our building, spacious as it is, isn't exactly conducive to feeling secure. I can't cope with all this space. Trying to cram a cozy cottage in my head. Is it your mind that's lost or mine?" When I wake up, it's already 5 p.m. in a daze. I feel a tiny hand playing with my lower body, and I woke up. "Grab that mischievous hand right now. What concoction are you creating?" Cynthia blinked her eyes without a word. I pinched Cynthia's small, round face and said, "Don't play dumb with me. I know you understand. I'm hungry." "Oh, I see." It was Cynthia. She didn't want to wake me up, so she decided to handle it herself. Unfortunately, his lack of pharmacology knowledge left him empty-handed after all that effort. "Sure, I'll get up and grab you something to eat. Head to the living room. The others are already there." Chel called me out. "Get the boss immediately and check the surveillance," he said. The surveillance screen displays the scene outside the safe house, scattered white dots descending, only to vanish swiftly. Zhao glanced at the surveillance footage. Curiosity piqued. Could that be Katkins? No, It's snowing, folk music plays. Northerners recognize at a glance what the little white dots are. Yet neither of the other locals believed it. This is Binhai City. After all, a place that hasn't seen snow since I was born. And it's the end of July, snow in summer, impossible. Only I know the reason behind this strange phenomenon. The second wave of natural disasters has finally arrived. According to my past life memories, the snow will fall for 3 days. The temperature will keep dropping, and by the 3rd day, even your urine will freeze into ice skates. No, I can't just sit still for 3 days. With the snow just starting to fall, I need to gather more supplies. Kyle, what kind of things do you sell in your school supermarket? Cello was momentarily stunned by the words. However, upon seeing my earnest expression, he introduced himself with equal seriousness. The original shopping district at Binhai University might be called a supermarket, but it resembles a small shopping mall. It offers everything from food to daily necessities. Catering to the students' every need, there's no need to leave the campus. Everything you could possibly want is right there. It's essential to head to the supermarket, but timing is key. Be patient, wait for the right moment. The next day after lunch, I instructed Zhang Miao and Ning Yao. You two are coming with me and Cynthia. When Zhang Miao's face suddenly fell, if he could, he would choose to stay in the safe house forever and never venture out again. So he playfully asked me, "Boss, do I really have to go out?" I remained emotionless. Yes, but I don't keep useless people in my territory. Fine, I'll just go. Is it really necessary to be so serious? I can't even ask, I added. Don't forget to dress warmly. It's going to be cold outside. Kyle urged me to ignore it, looking anxious. But what about me? What about me? Your task is to design the blueprints. Don't worry, I won't just dismiss you. With my assurance. Chella breathed a sigh of relief, worried she had become insignificant in my eyes. Stepping out of the safe house, the snowpack engulfed his ankles. The sky continued to unleash a heavy snowfall, and the biting cold was unbearable. His body temperature seemed dangerously close to freezing, despite Zhang Miao and the others having added layers of clothing. The chill still cuts through, making them shiver and their voices quiver. It's freezing, boss. Let's head back. It's okay. It's not chilly once you step into the Cynthia. Zhang Miao glanced skeptically where I indicated, only to be taken aback upon spotting a colossal figure, a massive truck parked beside the safe house. Zhang Miao's mouth dropped open. God, where did this Cynthia come from? I burst into laughter. Where did it come from? Naturally. It's a reward from you. I pondered the choice between an off-road vehicle and armored vehicles. But given the current circumstances, I believe our best option is to start with a heavy truck. In the event of another mutation in the future, transforming directly into Optimus Prime isn't entirely out of the question, but that's for later.